I am now. I am now. What's up?
We're kind of matching, like not on purpose.
By accident.
Yeah, by accident.
Accidental matching. What up? Is this the camera's a little crooked? Hold on. Whoa. It's too crooked. See? Now the pictures are parallel.
Yeah.
Hi!
Hey, how are you guys?
What's going on? I'll tell you what's going on. Holy moly. Holy moly. Rosie, I cannot believe what happened in North Korea and at the border.
I know, and I swear to God, that girl, that picture that you tweeted or Instagrammed, that girl, I thought it was you.
It looks like me from the back,
I was
right?
like, is that Esther on the border with the Koreans?
It looks like me. Oh my God. Like, this all happened so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we should do our disclaimer before we start.
Okay, so this podcast is for entertainment purposes only.
That's right. We are not financial advisors, nor are we reporters, so don't take anything we say seriously.
Reporters.
Well, we're talking about North Korea.
Yeah, holding hands.
Yes.
Like little lovers.
I think he got scared that we were gonna attack him and was like, I'm pulling out. The war's over.
Oh my God. It's like unprecedented.
This is insane. Like, I don't think people don't know how crazy this is.
Oh, we know, and we love it.
Well, you know, because you're Vietnamese, and so like you're tuned in with like all things Asia. But like most people don't know what's going on. This is massive. This is huge news. It's crazy.
So this is the first time, in case some of the watchers are like, "What are you talking about?" That North and South Korea have talked in how long?
Like since 1953.
And they're like holding hands, like walking together, like BFF. It looks like.
Oh my God, it was so cute.
So cute.
Right? And,
Yeah.
okay, like, the thing is, the Korean War has been going on for more than 70 fucking years. Like,
There was like the official war, and then it was like a Cold War, right?
well,
Like a cold.
it just turned into this, because, you know, Koreans, what we love holding grudges. So, for us, like, we want to, like, make the world record. And, like, how long can North and South Korea be in war for? And then we checked all around the world and we were like, all right, you guys are done with yours? We're going to still keep fighting.
So do you
Like,
think
for
this is like the longest
generations.
war?
Like, it's gotta be the longest modern war
Yeah.
in this century. So, we just love holding grudges. And just, like, you know, if your parents, you know, were disrespectful to the leader, then you go to jail and your kids go to jail and your whole family is incarcerated in a concentration camp. And all you can do is hope that a rat, you know, runs by that you could grab it by the tail and eat it for dinner. Like, it is despicable what goes on in North Korea. And the fact that, like, the North Korean leader finally stepped foot in South Korean soil for
That's,
the
like,
first
huge.
time ever since the war started, it's like, I just want to, like, cry.
Aww.
Like, it's... No, because I was watching Anthony Bourdain in Vietnam, and you guys are, like, so awesome. Like, you guys, Vietnamese people are so cool, like, so chill and friendly and smiling, and yeah, like, they were like, yeah, we forgot about the war, and I'm like, God, I wish that was my country. I wish that was Korea.
Well, people in Vietnam don't want to talk about the war. They're like, okay, it's over. We're like friends now. We love each other. Like, they don't even want to talk about it. They're like, la 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 la.
Yeah, because it's traumatic.
Very traumatic.
So, whereas for Koreans, it's like, we're not talking to the enemy. Like, it's like, we are the same people. And he said that. Kim Jong-un said, we are all one people.
Aww.
You know?
That's so sweet.
And
Heart.
and it's like, there is no reason for, and he's so young. He's 30, well, he's born in 82.
Yeah.
Or 83 or 84.
He's like 30-something.
Nobody knows the real age. And
He's like mid-30s. Like,
no,
at
he's
least.
like 30.
He's not that old. He's under 40, which is...
He's like
yeah,
36 years old. So this has nothing to do with him. So it's easy for him to say, you know what? Let's be over with this. We're done.
It's over.
Like, it's great.
I think it's awesome.
It's amazing. I can't believe this happened in my lifetime, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just amazing.
Yeah. Especially, you know, with all of the negative energy. And I think it started with the Olympics.
Totally.
That was the positive.
It started with his sister, Kim Jong-un's sister.
Wanting to be, you know, yeah.
Kind of like, was like, hey, why don't you go downstairs? Why don't you go downstairs and talk to Moon over there?
Yeah. Well, I started with the Olympics, like that was the first step, and now it's just like, whoa.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Trump invading, he attacked Syria. I think that kind of scared Kim Jong-un. Was like, oh shit, this guy's kind of crazy. Like, Trump and Kim Jong-un are like out crazing each other. They're like, which one can be crazier? And like that kind of scared him and was like, you know what? The war's over. And they planted.
He's like, I need some more allies. What's up, South Korea?
Yeah, and then he planted a tree, and you know they didn't kill each other because like in that moment they could have killed each other. They could have put some ricin in their hand when they shook.
Wow, talking ricin, call back from Breaking Bad.
They could have killed each other, but the first meeting went well. Nobody killed each other, and it's like, what does he care? His dad's dead. His grandpa's dead. So fuck it. He's probably atheist too. Like, what's the main religion in Switzerland?
I don't know. Atheism?
Let's ask them.
Christianity?
What's the main religion in Switzerland?
Does anyone know? I've been intimate with several Korean girls. What does it have to do with Switzerland?
So,
Christian.
Christianity? Is it? Are Swiss people Christian?
I'm not sure.
People are just guessing. You don't know.
Yeah. You guys didn't even Google it.
You don't even know. So, it's I think this is fucking insane.
It's
People
awesome.
have
Very
no
positive.
idea. Because people care more about what Kanye West is tweeting
Oh my gosh.
than about what's going on in North Korea.
I don't like what he's tweeting.
Yeah. So yeah. So North Korea, I feel like it's going to open its borders.
I think it's going to, and are we going to take a trip to North Korea?
Oh, man.
Are we going to shoot a Hello Crypto Kitty episode in North Korea?
North Korea edition. Crazy. This is insane. Like, I was just prepared to, like, live my whole life with Korea being at war. It just kind of came out of nowhere.
So what's going to happen next? Is it going to unify into one Korea, or is it just going to still be North Korea and South Korea, but, like,
you know what's
friendly?
Funny is that a lot of South Koreans, they've been living with North Korea upstairs, that they kind of just don't care.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like, at a certain point, you know, can you care anymore? Like, they don't care. And plus, now that the North Koreans, they're so much poorer than the South Koreans, it's like, it's a burden to the South Koreans. Like, I bet you there are people in South Korea who are, like, not happy because their economy is booming and they're doing great. And it's like your junkie brother,
like, leeching off of
coming
you,
back
right?
to you.
I'm back!
Like, 70 years later, being like, yo, can I borrow $100?
Well, I mean, don't you think the North Korean economy is definitely going to improve with the borders being open?
Definitely.
Yeah, with free trade and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it'll take time, but, man, this is insane.
Did you think that this was going to happen in your lifetime?
I had no idea. But you know what's cool? The table that they signed, like that piece of paper, it was 1,953 millimeters long. It was like the year, like the Korean War started.
Aww.
And then the width was 2018.
Oh, that's really cute, actually.
Isn't that so cute? We love math! We love math!
Aww.
You know? So, watch out, everybody. It's going to be a lot harder to get into college now that these, a whole nother Korea has, been...
It's going to be open to the world.
Opening. Bitching about, SAT scores now. Watch out.
Well, I think it's awesome.
He had his uncle killed, I think, but still, he's probably a better dude than his dad was. Yeah.
I thought he had his brother killed. Like, his brother was, like, hanging out in like Malaysia or something.
His brother went to like Disneyland in Japan.
Yeah, and then like
they were like, no fun for you.
And then he like died at the airport. The video was really scary. Like someone like came up to him and like,
yo, what happened?
He was at the airport.
Oh,
and then somebody slipped him, I get like rice in or something, and like put it, and then like ran away. And it was like two Malaysian ladies or whatever.
Damn.
Yeah, so it was like really scary.
Yeah. Wow.
And then he just like died like an hour later.
Wow.
Yeah. Really
crazy.
He was supposed to take over, and then for some reason Kim Jong-un took over.
Because he doesn't look like his dad.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah, and like Koreans are so stupid like that.
But why would they have to kill him? I don't know. That's like not...
Wait, did they kill his brother?
Yeah, his brother like died. This was like a year or two ago.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Damn.
They blew it in his face. Okay, sorry. But yeah, it was like in his face, and then he like died an hour later.
Wow.
Like the white powder. Mysterious white powder.
Crazy.
Totally crazy.
Wow. I was Googling North Korea cryptocurrency, and I found some stories that like North Korea was stealing cryptocurrencies from South Korea. To fund their nuclear war.
Yikes.
I mean, like, I think there must be a video coming tomorrow or like soon they're gonna like denuclearize their nuclear plants. Like the weapons, like they're gonna.
Is that part of the contract?
They're gonna have like experts come and they're gonna be like, see, this is how you turn it off, and we're turning them off.
This is how you turn it off.
It's like some real Pinky in the Brain shit.
There's like a giant like red thing and you just pull it.
I'm telling you, it's great. So yeah. So what does that mean for cryptocurrency?
Well, I don't know. So South Korea is super pro-crypto, which is awesome. But I don't know, what is North Korea's crypto policy? Obviously, they know about it if they're trying to steal.
We don't know about any policy.
It's like super secretive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see. But if they're influenced by South Korea is super pro-crypto.
Well,
I mean, right now. There's been like different, remember, like, I think in episode 2 or 3 of Crypto Kitty, I think they were like, iffy about it back then, like, oh, we don't know, but like it seems like going forward their policy has been really pro-crypto.
They are going to be producing the best hackers in the world. Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of hacking. So that's why you really need a good, we were just talking about this before the podcast, that's why you need a really good password and key. Yes. Oh, okay, so I finally finished the book. I'm a really slow reader, sorry. But I just wanted to mention that because that was something that I understood crypto before, but this helped me a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. Doesn't it clarify everything for you?
It clarifies everything. And speaking of key, that was one of the concepts that really helped me, is that Andres Antonopoulos, Bitcoin Jesus, was saying that like when you, right now, because I didn't understand the difference between cryptocurrency and digital money, because we already have digital money. Like right now,
we have PayPal, Venmo.
Yeah, PayPal, Venmo. If you use your credit card, if you use your debit card, that's digital money. It's not like the bank takes cash out and sends it to me, right? So I was like, well, what's the difference between crypto and digital money? And something Andres said that was really, really awesome was that if you use a credit card or a debit card, it's very, very unsafe because you're basically transferring, when you swipe it, you're transferring your account information. That's why it's so easy to hack credit card information. But with crypto, you can print out your wallet information or the transaction information on a freaking billboard, and no, it doesn't matter as long as your personal key is like super secure to like unlock it.
The thing about like credit cards though, most of our credit cards are insured. So if somebody does steal your credit card number, like we don't really care because you just call them and say, hey, somebody stole my card, send me a new one.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's not that big of a problem. It's not like, it's not like that's the main reason why people are jumping ship to crypto.
There's
other reasons.
But it was something that made me understand how secure crypto is compared to traditional digital money. So that's like a huge positive of crypto versus regular digital money.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So I finally finished it after like 3 weeks. I'm slow.
But isn't it funny how all the YouTube videos coincide with the chapters? Like, he takes it from his YouTube video.
Yeah, he was just being lazy.
That's what we should do. We should write a book by transcribing all of our
Crypto
podcasts.
episodes.
Every ending would be like, ha 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 ha.
So like, this is a really
What's up,
weird book.
Oh man. So yeah, I had North Korea down in my notes here. Did you watch the White House Correspondents' Dinner?
No, tell me.
No?
No.
Oh. You missed it. Michelle
missed it.
Wolf was hilarious.
Oh, I saw people tweeting about that and I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, way to be part of the comedy community, Rosie. Moving on. Oh my god. Okay. There was somebody put a Bitcoin symbol on the Swiss Federal Bank.
That's awesome.
Like a kind of like a Batman logo, but a Bitcoin. It was like da na 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 Bitcoin.
I wanted to talk about the Swiss actually because there was an article this week. I think it was in Forbes or the Wall Street Journal that was saying that Switzerland is the nickname for Switzerland right now is Crypto Valley, like kind of like Silicon Valley.
Really?
Because Switzerland is so pro crypto, and like they had all these statistics in the article, like the 4 biggest ICOs were launched from Switzerland. They have the best tax policy for crypto, and right now, like it's kind of being dubbed as the pro crypto capital of the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
No way. That means Kim Jong-un is going to be super into crypto. He must know English. If he studied in Switzerland.
Oh, I didn't know he studied in Switzerland. He went to boarding school there, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why he's ending the war. Because he went to school in the most peaceful country.
Yeah. Switzerland is like super...
So neutral. Yeah. Hey, what's up, neutral? I like those neutral J. Crew khakis you're wearing.
Okay, so I don't know if this is true, and it's a little dirty for Hello Crypto Kitty, but Yoshi, our friend Yoshi, was telling me that like, so so I didn't know he went to school in Switzerland, but Yoshi was saying he went to school in Europe, and that supposedly like they found some of his like porn I don't know if this is true from like boarding school. And he was into like S&M. I don't even know if that's true.
It's probably true.
But Yoshi was saying he was into S&M, but into submission, not the dominance.
Yes. That's very Korean.
So maybe because
how do you think I got my personality from rebelling against the submissive Korean stereotype?
So yeah, so apparently, I don't know, Yoshi was telling me that, I don't know if it's true or not, but he was saying that they found some of his porn in boarding school.
I'm sure it's true. It's because that's what he does to his people. He probably has video cameras set up in like the concentration camps and he's like jerking off to it.
Oh my god, that's so creepy.
You know?
We're just making up stuff. I don't know if that's true. I was saying disclaimer.
Disclaimer. Please read our disclaimer again.
Yeah. It's on all of the YouTubes. Like, I put it on all of the videos in case.
So what else is going on? Bitcoin.com is being sued.
Why?
Because they are claiming to be selling Bitcoin. And they're really selling Bitcoin Cash.
Oh. And who's suing them, though? Bitcoin?
Like, there's like 1,000 members. There's like 1,000 members who have already like joined on, and they're suing Roger Ver.
Okay, so I don't understand. I know that Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash, I know about the hard fork, like I totally get it. What does Bitcoin Cash do? Like, why is it better or worse than Bitcoin? Like, what's the deal with it?
Well, I mean, Bitcoin Cash is trying to pass off as Bitcoin.
Yeah, but what is the difference between it? Like, I don't understand.
They're 2 different coins.
I understand that, but it's like, is it a faster transaction time? Like, what is the benefit of Bitcoin Cash?
I don't know anything about Bitcoin Cash.
They're just like pretending to be Bitcoin, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And their real name is Bitcoin Cash, but I kind of feel like you should know. Well, I mean, because they have the website bitcoin.com.
And why doesn't Bitcoin have bitcoin.com?
Because they didn't get it fast enough. Finders keepers, losers weepers.
Oh, I think
one time I was in grade school and I saw a kid actually say that to somebody. I thought like you don't actually say that while you're taking somebody's like
lunch money or
something. Like somebody dropped something in their book bag and like it was like a pen or like a highlighter or something and he grabs it and he goes, "Hey, come on, give it back." He goes, "Finders keepers, losers weepers." I thought it was so funny.
What?
Yeah.
So, I think Bitcoin has bitcoin.org. That's why. I don't think they have bitcoin.com.
Do they really?
I think so.
What?
Because it's like the Bitcoin organization. Like, Bitcoin is all about, like, hey, we're going to help the world, like, decentralize the world. And so I think it's the bitcoin.org.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Is it? Somebody go check for us right now. Is it bitcoin.org?
I think Bitcoin is bitcoin.org.
Crazy.
Okay, so big news in the U.S. Robert Jackson, who's the commissioner of the SEC, says that he's not going to ban ICOs in the U.S.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Not that we care what he says. Do we?
We do. It's
okay,
a big
fine,
deal.
we do.
Because if they banned it, then people wouldn't be able to raise money with ICOs.
You know, Silicon Valley just did an episode where one of the guys starts raising money through an ICO.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they want to, like, they're putting more, like, crypto stuff in their episodes.
In Silicon Valley?
I haven't watched it, but that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Do you watch it?
No.
No.
I only watch Westworld on HBO.
I only watch Shark Tank.
I know you love Shark Tank.
On ABC.
You're obsessed with Shark Tank.
I am so obsessed. I forgot to bring a product to show it.
And also, okay, so you know how we're always talking about how crypto can, like, help the world and stuff? Well, UNICEF, which is United Nations Children's Fund, they just launched a page called the Hope Page, and they're actually mining crypto to help kids.
Aww.
Yeah.
What about adults?
What about adults?
Everybody's always helping kids.
Yeah, they're
adults
kids.
need help. Adults need help too. Kids don't need anything. They have their imagination. We are imaginationless.
I think it's awesome that they're helping kids with crypto. So what you do is you log onto the page, the Hope Page, and you can use your CPU from your computer to help mine crypto for kids.
ICUP. CPU-U. So kids are learning crypto. Man, these kids are going to be so rich.
No, they're not learning it. You, like, instead of donating money to UNICEF, you log in on your laptop on that website, and then they take the CPU from your laptop and help mine crypto for kids.
Cool.
Yeah. So they're helping kids with crypto.
Helping kids always gives you a good feeling. You know?
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Oh, how was your weed thing in Las Vegas? Your tour.
Oh, my weed thing?
Your tour.
It was great. I got to hang out with Andrew Dice Clay.
Awesome.
Yeah, this weekend. That was great.
Didn't you take a tour of, like, a medical marijuana facility, though? Or, like, a marijuana facility?
Yeah. I
with
went
Wolfie?
to Remedy Yourself. Yes, Remedy.
So, tell me everything.
I mean, like, I was, like, kind of tired. But, like, I got to see, they were super clean and super hygienic. You know, like, the facility. Like, we had to, like, put on, like, lab coats and...
Professor Ku.
And like, dip our feet in, like, bleach water before going into each and every room.
Your bare feet? Or did you have shoes on?
No, like, your shoes, just clean the bottom of your feet. And people who grow marijuana at home and at work, they have to take a shower there. So they have, like, a shower, and you have, like, everybody's towels, like, hanging.
Wait, why?
I'm like, I would never want to grow marijuana. I would never want to work at a cultivation farm because you have to shower when you get there, and then you have to shower when you leave.
Oh, your skin would be super dry.
I know. So, it was cool, but...
Did they give you any free samples?
I'm not allowed to say.
Okay.
But, yeah, I had a good time.
So, what did you learn about marijuana making?
I don't know. I forgot everything because I was high! I just got to... I learned that I like the smell of King Louis.
Is that a type?
I smelled like a bunch of plants, you know?
Uh-huh.
And he was like, "This is King Louis." And I was like, "Oh, I like this." Because if you like the way a flower smells, you're probably going to like the way it smokes.
So what was the side effects like? Was it like a hyper or like a low key? Like what was?
No, I literally just smelled the plant.
Oh, you
I
didn't
didn't smoke it.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
Did it smell fruity?
I don't know. It just I don't know how to describe smells because I'm not like a connoisseur. You know? I'm not a cannabis connoisseur, or am I?
There's a hint of raspberry.
But, yeah, like, I'm not like one of those wine people who uses adjectives to describe the smell. It's just you either like it or not. Like, these people who are, like, trying to describe the smells as if they're writing a freaking book.
You're like, there's a hint of chocolate, and then you put a blanket over your head so you don't lose the aroma.
Yes. Am I on edibles now? No.
Okay, what else? Oh, Sergey Brin, I don't know how to say his name. He's one of the co-founders of Google. So he talked about Ethereum in his annual founders letter. I guess every year Google does like a letter to investors and stuff. And he said Ethereum and AI is the future.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
AI, if AI is the future, then humanity will soon be dead. You know? Because all those movies about, like, these robots who take over and then kill us.
Well, here's the thing with AI, okay? Here's the thing. So, if you have a network of AI robots, they're all on the network, so when one learns something, they all learn it. But people, it's like, if you learn something, I only learn it if you tell me about
Communication is so slow between us.
Humans, yeah.
Like, even in just marriages.
Yeah.
In families, in companies, communication is so anciently slow.
It's so ancient. Like, if there's some, like,
I have to have lunch with you to find out that
what's going
you're
on?
Fucking my ex-boyfriend. It's like, how do we not know this automatically? And then once AI takes over, they're just gonna learn so fast. It'll be like...
Well, yeah, because they're all connected on this, like, AI network. So, as soon as, like... And because that's what they're doing with the self-driving cars. It's like, if one self-driving car learns something about a road, it shares it with all the other self-driving cars.
Wow.
Because they're all linked on the same
network.
network.
Robots are so much nicer to each other than humans are.
I know. We should all be sharing information with each other.
It's so slow because humans, we have to go log on to Facebook, post something, and then you log on, and then you find out that I had a baby.
But it's not even just that. So if you have a baby and you're an AI, then I share the experience of having a baby and all of the knowledge that comes with it. Whereas humans...
You experience the pain too?
I think they share the learned knowledge, but if you have a baby...
Oh my god, wasn't the robot in the Jetsons named Rosie?
She was. But she was a maid, and she was fat. But yeah, like, if you have a baby, you can just tell me about having a baby, but I can't learn it the way AI can.
Yeah. Like, I think we're surprised that North Korea has reached a peace agreement already. I think once we unleash these AI robots, like, that's the end of humanity.
Yeah. It's like, how are we going to be able to control them?
We're not. Like, that will be the death of us.
And like you were saying, AIs can have cryptos.
Oh my god, like, we said this before, but we're going to be sucking their dicks. We're going to be all sucking robot dicks.
Actually, I think Andres talked about it in his book. He said a self-driving car can pay its own bill. Like, if it has crypto, it can pay its own bills.
Right?
Pay its, like, own car insurance. I'm like, what?
Yeah, like, because crypto doesn't need to be owned by a human being.
It can be owned by AI.
It can be owned by a self-driving car.
So the self-driving car can, like, pay its own...
So all you loser
gas.
Uber drivers out there who don't know how to vacuum your car will be out of work.
It's going to be crazy.
Wow.
It's going to be hello Crypto Kitties of the masters of the AI. We're going to have to worship them.
No, for real. Like, AI is kind of crazy.
It's totally crazy.
Like, we should put a stop to it. You know, with people who are super into it, they're just, like, going ahead, like, as fast as they can.
And, like, the fact that people are like, oh, we need to create jobs. It's like the AIs are going to do all the jobs, and, like, no one's going to have jobs.
No, we're all going to be unemployed.
Yeah.
Like, we think the toll booth people are angry. Wait till they see what these AI people can do. Like, what's something that will be valuable that a human does once AIs take over every job? Like, what's the last job that will go untouched?
I mean, I would say something creative, like someone who can sing or like do comedy, but it's like, if you're an AI and you have every single stand-up bit downloaded into your AI brain, like you could probably make jokes that are funnier than human jokes.
You think so?
Yeah, like because comedy is just a formula, right? It's just like set up punchline.
What's the deal with being an AI?
So like if you had an AI and you downloaded every single stand-up album into its brain and like taught it how to tell jokes, like I'm pretty sure it could create jokes.
Or you could download like all of Mitch Hedberg jokes into an AI, and then we could see what Mitch Hedberg would have said if he was alive.
Yeah. It's crazy.
What about that? How about a comedian-specific AI?
Yeah.
And then that would put all of us out of work because people would be going to see the AI ghost of Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah, like maybe they could do a hologram and they could like project the hologram of Mitch Hedberg, and then the AI could do all the jokes.
Maybe we could put the AIs to work for us.
Well, because they have that already. They have a hologram of Michael Jackson that performs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. But that's not the same. You know? People are fine watching Michael Jackson do the same songs. But what other job would be left?
I guess tech people to fix the AIs when they break. Unless they train other AIs to fix the AIs that are broken.
I mean, like, once they have, like, sex robots are just gonna keep improving.
Yeah.
Like, I just want all the girls who make all this money from whoring themselves out. Like, it's just not fair for us who don't whore ourselves out. Like, we're making nothing, and then strippers are here, and then porn stars are here. It's just like, it's just not fair. It's like, I could do that too, and be rich. You know? But I chose to go the difficult route of having like, integrity, of not taking my clothes off.
I know.
Like, what are we thinking?
What were we thinking? I should have taken my clothes off when I was when I was like 19 and hot.
Well, what we can do now, we can go to 19-year-old girls and say, you should take your clothes off. You're gonna regret it.
Yeah!
We should do a big sister, little sister program.
Exactly. It's like,
You know?
Do you know how many like women there's like 70-year-old grandmas who are like, oh, I should have been a hoe back in the day.
Yeah, and now they're on Medicaid and can't even afford dialysis.
Yeah. They should have been a hoe back in the day.
Yeah. Moral of the story.
Be a hoe while you can.
Guys.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so I wanted to get your opinion on this. So Forbes released an article, a writer from Forbes bashing all women crypto panels. So I guess they have all these like crypto conferences around the world and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And they usually have a panel with like all women in crypto, like talking about crypto. And this Forbes writer was saying that she thinks it's a bad idea because by making an all-women panel, you're saying women need their own thing and they're not smart enough to just be part of the mainstream crypto community. And I was like...
That's a good point.
I'm mixed about it, and I want to know what you think because I think it's good to have an all-female panel just to make sure that you get female voices, but I also see her point.
Yeah. You know, I've always had did I tell you about the fight I got in Boston about the women of color in comedy?
Uh-oh, no one? What happened?
So...
Are you racist and sexist?
This group of women, this group of female comedians, and we were all non-white comedians. This was like fucking 15, maybe not 15, but like this was like 10 years ago. And they were like, we did like an annual comedy show called The Women of Color in Comedy.
So this is when you were living in Boston?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we like sold it out because we invited everybody. This was like our one big show of the year. We did it at the Jimmy Tingle Theater in Somerville. And then they were like emailing everybody like, hey, let's take this tour nationally. Let's take the show nationally. And I'm like, we've only done like 2 shows annually in Boston. Like, I'm like, we should, like, get better before we try to go take a tour.
Yeah.
And I look back at that thinking, why did I stop us? We should have just done it. But at the time, I felt like I'm not ready to just go on tour right now. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like I would let people down if people are coming to see me, paying to see me, because I don't think I'm that good yet.
You're so sweet, Esther, because, you know, a lot of really horrible comedians go on tour.
Before they're ready.
Before they're ready.
But maybe that was a mistake. Maybe I should have just said, you know what? Yeah, fuck it. Let's go on tour. But, yeah, so you know, all this, like, all-women stuff. I mean, like, we are an all-woman podcast. We do discriminate against men. But, no, sometimes it can be overboard that it's, like, so in your face that I want to be like, let's just chill because I do other shows that are not all women, so...
Well, I think it's good and bad. It's like in comedy, right? Like
it is good and bad.
Like sometimes I do comedy shows and I do all-women comedy shows and it's great. I'm like, oh,
and you get there and you're like, oh my god, this was hilarious.
Awesome,
like, It was amazing, and it's not like we needed a male host or anything. Like, we were just fine on our own.
But then I don't want to be segregated to all women shows only. Like, I want to do normal comedy shows.
We are, like, torn because it's like if you're only doing all women lineups, then people look at you as, like, only a woman.
Yeah. Or only a woman.
You know? It's like, I want to be...
Well, it's like doing all Asian comedy shows. Like, yeah, I've done all Asian comedy shows, but I also want to do normal comedy shows. Like, I'm normal.
You don't want people to pigeonhole you as just Asian all the time.
Yeah. So I totally get it. But I don't know. I kind of thought that the writer... I didn't write down her name. I just wrote down that it was Forbes. I kind of thought she was, like, being harsh, though, by being like, oh, we need to get rid of these all... Because what if she gets... What if these panels get rid of all these all-women panels and the crypto conferences, and then there's, like, no women anywhere? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, I think guys can get so butthurt if we, like, exclude them from something by calling it an all-woman crypto panel.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many guys in crypto that, like, it's not gonna hurt. Just throw a guy in there. You know? Like, it's fine. It's fine.
I like it though, but I guess she said it, like, some of them are really cheesy, like they make the panels like all pink and they're like super girly and it's like, look, women can do crypto too. It's like, okay, I get that, but
yeah, they should just invite us.
Yeah, it's kind of like affirmative action. Like, affirmative action is good because you want to get people in there, but then you don't want to be hired just because you don't want to be hired just because you're, like, black or just because you're Asian.
Yeah, and then you're there and then things are awkward because, like, everybody knows you're there just because you're the diversity hire.
Yeah, but they don't tell you, right?
If you're the only non-white person there, I think you're it.
Well, if you're the only non-white person there and you're, like, an idiot, then I think you're, like, it's obvious, like, you're incompetent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I have.
That's all you have?
That's all I have for crypto news.
Yeah, I'm not so read up on crypto news this week because North Korea. And
because I was salivating over North Korea.
North Korea and South Korea.
You were like, oh my god.
Yeah, I was reading online. People were discussing, like, what if you work at a restaurant, if you're a server at a restaurant, why don't you wear, like, a Bitcoin pin with your Bitcoin QR code so people can tip you in Bitcoin?
Oh, that would be cool.
You know? And I was thinking, oh, of course, like, if I worked at Hooters, like, you could put that right on your boobs.
On your nipples.
And then the guy could be like, hold on, let me get your Bitcoin QR code, and, like, graze their finger right against your QR code.
Yeah.
Yes.
There was, like, a video or something I was watching, like, I guess in China, like, a lot of people pay with QR codes. Like, they don't even use debit or credit cards anymore. Like, a lot of places take just QR codes.
Oh my god. Kim Jong-un is gonna open, like, strip clubs in North Korea. You know? Like, he's, like, a horny 35-year-old guy. Right?
Do you think his wife's gonna get mad? She's really cute, actually.
She's pretty, yeah.
She's really pretty. She looks, like, very classy. She's, like, always wearing pearls and, like...
She's very classy, and
very
he's
classy.
so fat.
Yeah, he is.
Like, she has to fuck him.
Oof.
You know? Like, that's not really a consensual relationship. Come on. If you're North Korean and a dictator of North Korea is like, come with me, you're just basically getting raped every night.
Do they have kids?
They have one kid that's confirmed, and they might have 2 or 3 more.
What? So no one knows?
Well, that's what his Wikipedia says. It says they have one child and maybe a second or third one.
Okay, why? So they hide the kids?
Yeah, like Michael Jackson style.
Oh my god. Paris is really hot now, though. His daughter Paris, Michael Jackson's daughter.
Yeah, but they're not biologically related.
Oh, they're not?
Michael Jackson and Paris Jackson? No, that's his wife's daughter. Like,
I thought he had him with Lisa Marie. Oh, no, he didn't have him with Lisa Marie. He had him with some, like, other lady that, like looked... I remember.
Yeah. No, that's not his, like, blood. What if she did a 23andMe? Michael Jackson is not your father.
He's not the father.
So, yeah. So, you missed the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Yeah, so tell me about it.
Okay, so Michelle Wolf went on stage. And first of all, the person bringing Michelle Wolf up was horrendous.
Were they a
like
stand-up?
The host? No, she's some lady. And she gave her the worst introduction. Like, you know when you're at a club and somebody gives you the absolute worst introduction?
Yeah, they're like, ladies and gentlemen, Esther.
No, they're like, ladies and gentlemen, I've never seen this comedian perform, so I don't know. Give it up for Esther Ku. And it's like, why don't you just say clubs and colleges? Right? So this woman gave Michelle Wolf the worst introduction. She goes, the first time I saw Michelle Wolf, I was like, what's up with that voice?
That's mean!
And then the second time I saw her, I started laughing. And then she's like, what? And then she's just like reading, it's like when you're doing a college show and they're reading your fucking bio
from like a cue card or something?
From your website. So it was just a really slow intro. And then so Michelle Wolf went up and she like destroyed. Like she took no prisoners. Like Trump actually should have just gone because she wasn't even that bad on him.
Oh, he didn't go?
He didn't go. But he made fun of Sarah Huckabee Sanders and compared her to a woman in the Handmaid's Tale. And like her pissed off face was just so funny. Just like
Sarah Huckabee Sanders seems like she doesn't have a sense of humor at all.
Oh my god, she was doing a joke about like softball. Like she looks like she would be like dividing up the softball team. Like, it was hilarious.
She does look like that.
She's big boned.
Yeah,
Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
Big boned.
She is. She's a big boned girl. So she was.
So were people laughing like she was killing?
She was killing, and then she did some abortion jokes, and she kind of like lost the crowd. Like they were just like, whoa. And then she got him back at the end. But the funniest thing was like this was the most controversial White House Correspondents' Dinner by a comedian.
Who hired her?
Well, she's on the Daily Show. She's a correspondent for the Daily Show. So
no, but I mean, who hired her from the White House? We need to get their contacts.
That's what she said. She goes. You guys should have looked up who you were hiring. You know. And she was like brutal, and she was ruthless, and she was really funny. Yeah.
Yeah. Good
like
for her.
She was like,
I guess
Donald Trump is not the only pussy we can't grab. You know.
I'll have to Google it and watch it tonight.
But like people were just so offended because these politicians and these journalists, they just have no sense of humor.
Yeah.
Like, there was a politician who I went to high school with, Charles Allen. He was half Korean, and he grew up in Rosemont. And he ran for, like, senator after like, high school, whatever. Mm-hmm. You know, and he was always he was valedictorian of our school that year. And he just always, like, made fun of me. He was always like, you're so simple-minded. Because, like, I would always play dumb to, like, make people laugh. And I'm like, you're the simple-minded one. Like, like this was our North and South Korea at East Leiden, you know? So he, like, never had a sense of humor. Like,
you're like, I'm just playing dumb. You're actually dumb.
He would always, like, look down on me for, like, making jokes and, like, you know, trying to get people's attention. And he was just so lame, you know? Like, no sense of humor. These people take themselves way too seriously.
Well, I was going to say, I feel like to be a politician, you have to be, like, very serious because most politicians, I mean, a couple of them have, you know, affairs in the closet or skeletons in the closet, but most of them have, like, squeaky clean records or whatever because you have to disclose everything when you run. So it's like, Who has, like, no skeletons in their closet? Like, I have 5 skeletons I can think of right now.
What do you mean? What are skeletons?
Skeletons are like, oh, I had sex with a hooker. Or like, oh, like bad stuff in your past that they can pull up during the like.
Oh, like if you were to run for president?
Yeah. So, like, if I were to run for president right now, I have, like, at least 5 things I can think of off the top of my head that, like, I would be, like, totally embarrassed about.
Like, name one.
Okay, so... As you know, I have a podcast, and I have over 100 episodes. I'm sure on at least 2 or 3 episodes, I talked about something embarrassing.
Oh my god, that's nothing.
But yeah, but they can use that. They take it out of context. Like, I had a friend of a friend who ran for, I think, city councilman, and they made him seem like he was like a demon. Like, they were like, oh my god, he's done this, and like, he's such a nice guy.
Yeah.
So, like, they can take anything out of context and, like, loop it and make it bad. Like, I'm sure on, like, Yoshi Didn't podcast, I talked bad about Mexicans or did something where I was, like, joking, and they can take that soundbite.
Oh, well, if they print something that you said on a podcast, it looks bad.
It looks really bad.
But listening to it on a podcast, it looks funny.
It does, but, like, I mean, even just the controversy we had 2 weeks ago, like, they can be like, oh, Rosie Tran's a racist, or, like, Esther Ku's a racist. Like, it's so easy to take stuff out of context.
Yeah. Well, we should talk about that that Whole Foods chain.
Oh, Yellow Fever!
Yellow Fever.
It's in Southern California, too.
Yeah.
We should go there and, like, do a video.
Oh my god, we should.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, there's a restaurant inside of a Whole Foods called Yellow Fever, and they serve Asian food, and people are, like, super offended.
Well, okay, by people, they mean a small group of Asians. But I guess somebody was tweeting me the story, and they said that the wife is Asian and the husband is white.
Oh, that owns the restaurant?
Yeah. Like,
oh my god.
They're the ones who own it, so it just looks doubly bad. But it's also like...
I think it's
also like Yoko Ono and whatever her husband's name was.
John Lennon?
John Lennon. They made Asian jokes all the time. They even said it.
Yeah.
You know? Like, that's the benefit of an interracial relationship. Is all the race jokes.
I didn't think the restaurant name was offensive because they're not, like, selling women. They're selling food.
Exactly! Hello!
It's like...
If it was
like a whorehouse and it was like Yellow Fever, I'd be like, okay, this is too far.
If it was an escort service.
Yeah.
Like, Yellow Fever is funny. It's like...
For food. Hey, like you are so obsessed with Asian food, you have Yellow Fever and you have to go to this restaurant and eat.
Okay, if yellow fever is offensive, then is yellow curry on the menu? Is that offensive? Is green curry offensive to stoners? It's not offensive if it's a restaurant.
Because it's food. It's like, yeah, if they were selling, like, women or, like, child prostitutes or something. It's like,
yeah, so
they're selling noodles.
I don't know what's going on, but they're probably shutting down.
Are they going to get sued?
Because these Asians are relentless.
Relentless. Yeah. PC Asians, you're ruining it for us fun Asians.
Yes, Big Mac Asians like us.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, one of the guys that tweeted at me, he's like, was talking about, oh, if you don't support the cause or whatever, you're, like, not woke. I'm like, I'm pretty woke, but I just don't agree with everything you're saying.
Oh my god, what's with this being woke?
It's like, basically, like, you're unconscious, like, you're not fighting for the struggle, like, all this other crap.
Okay, like, the thing is, like, to be honest, how much racism do you face on a daily basis?
Now, not as much, but I used to, like, sometimes I get a lot of racism when it comes to Hollywood. Like, some of the auditions I go out for, I'm like, okay, they want me to speak with a broken accent again.
They do?
Yeah.
I bet I've only been to, like, one audition where they might have wanted me to speak in an accent.
Okay, well, then your agent isn't whoring you out enough.
Definitely.
No, I've gone out for prostitutes. I've gone out for, like, Asian, like, speaking broken English, like, nail salon ladies or whatever. But I'm Viet, so I go for a lot of nail salon lady roles because I'm Viet.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never gone out for a nail salon role.
Well, because usually they're like, you have to speak Vietnamese.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go for a lot of, like, stereotypical roles.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh my god, no way!
So, yeah, I experience a lot of racism in Hollywood.
Yeah. Well, but, like, that's auditioning for television.
Yeah, it is.
Right? It's like, not like you're walking down the street and somebody rolls down their window and is like, go back to China.
I never had that happen, but I've had a lot of racism from black guys hollering at me.
In what way? What did they say?
So I grew up in the South in Louisiana, and I used to have a lot of black guys holler at me, and they would yell like super racist shit. Like they would be like ching chong, what's up, baby, and like all this stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they would be like, hey, let me see some of your fried rice. Like they would just say
you know what? You grew up in the South where like people are just dumber.
Thanks.
You know.
But white guys would never have the audacity to do that. Like black guys, brothers would always be like, "What's up? I want some. Let me taste some of your fried rice, girl." They would say the most racist shit.
Yeah.
They would be like, "Oh, let me see some of your hot and sour pork, girl." I'm like, "What's up?"
Right, but they're still complimenting you.
Sometimes
like it's a compliment. You know, peppered with racism.
Yeah, so like, they were hollering at me, but it was like
it's not like racist. Your life was in danger.
One time,
that's the thing. That's my problem with Asians complaining about racism towards them in America, because like Asians make the most money out of everybody in this country.
Well, not just that, but I hate
we have the lowest unemployment rate. It's like, shut up! Like
our
problems are minuscule compared to those of other groups.
That's true, but I hate, the one thing that I can't stand is when Asians talk about microaggressions.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this person is being putting a microaggression on me. I'm like, okay, well, at least they're not being straight up aggressive.
I just find racism towards Asians to be kind of funny, actually. Like, if I'm at Starbucks and there's an Asian person behind me or in front of me, and the barista is like, oh, is this together? Like, that's the kind of racism I face. It's really no big deal. I'm not going to get accidentally shot because I'm talking on my cell phone. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I need to stand behind you then. Whenever we go to Starbucks.
Like, that's seriously, like, when I say, like, what kind of racism do I face? That's the only kind of racism. Or if I go to a restaurant with people who are not my same race, they might think that I'm not, with them. Right? Because most people eat with their same race. Maybe not out here. No, out here still. But, like, as far as, like, how much racism do I face I face more racism from Asians than from any other group.
That's true.
You know?
That's true. Although one time I did do a comedy show and it was, like, all white guys and they were all talking about their Asian girlfriends and they had Asian jokes, and I swear to God they didn't have Asian girlfriends. I'm like, y'all are just milking the Asian jokes, okay? Because
really?
Yeah, you don't have a girlfriend.
You're like, can I see proof of
I was like,
Asian
can I see proof of your Asian girlfriend? Because some of the comics in the lineup, they were like masturbating. They don't have girlfriends. It's like
they have like a Japanese anime pillow.
Yeah.
So I don't face, seriously, Asians are the worst at racism.
I had it one time when I was a little girl. I had a neo-Nazi, but he was, like, really polite. He was, like, really nice, actually.
Well, then that's fine.
Like, me and my mom were standing on his front yard because we were at a Mardi Gras parade because I'm from New Orleans. And he had a swastika necklace. And
my God.
And he came up behind us and he's like, excuse me, can you guys please move? But I wasn't sure if he wanted us to move because we were on his lawn and he was a neo-Nazi or because he wanted us to move, but he was very polite. He was like...
Was it Clint Eastwood?
He had a shaved head, he was wearing white beater, and he had a
on the internet.
He had like a swastika necklace, and he was super polite.
Wow.
Yeah. So I can't even be mad at him.
These other races need to be more polite.
More polite.
The ones who are tweeting at me.
Yeah! They're so mean, right? Okay, seriously though, some of the people tweeting at us were meaner than that neo-Nazi. And they're Asian. And they're like, you guys hate Asians. And I'm like, you're hating on us.
The thing about Asia is like, countries in Asia don't even get along. And then we come to America and you want us to all like stand up for each other and get along?
So
Nobody
true.
does that.
True.
Asians don't even get along within one Asian nuclear family.
Asians don't even get along in my family.
Yes. So it's like Asians are the most competitive fucking people. So, you know, like...
Not everyone can be Ku and Rosie, okay?
Listen. No one gets along, right?
Can't we just all get along, though?
Anyway. That's it for us.
We're done. Are we done?
That's all my crypto notes.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure, if you laughed during this episode, make sure you donate below.
Donate. If you are on YouTube, we have a donate button. I think from now on, I'm going to make a QR code and put it on the YouTube video.
On the video itself?
I don't know how to do that, but I'm going to figure it out. Because everyone keeps asking, and some of our...
at the end of the video,
yeah,
put a QR code.
I'm gonna try to figure it out. Because I'm the Crypto Kitties YouTube editor. So.
Yes, thank you for doing all the editing.
So I gotta figure it out.
Make a donation because we gotta refill our kitty litter.
We do.
And, we gotta pay for our Wi-Fi.
Yeah. And her tails. Make a donation, but if you can't make a donation right now, then go on YouTube and click on subscribe.
Going back to racism. Okay. Like, racism towards Asians, right? Like, I love when these, like, people stand up, they're like, well, you're allowing for the fetishization of Asian women. I'm like, I benefit from that. I'm like, you want to fetishize me?
First of all, the fetishization of Asian women ups our value on the market, okay?
We're all for it. Keep doing it.
It ups our property value, okay? It makes you more exclusive.
You know what? Because I grew up so, like, ugly and awkward and, like, made fun of and just buck teeth, glasses, everything, like, when the fetishization of Asian women started happening, I was like, hallelujah! Hallelujah! I was like, because back when I was in school, it was always the blonde girls who got all the attention.
I did not get any of the benefits of the fetishization back in the day. It was blonde girls.
So that's why I'm all for it. So you want to fetishize Asian women? Go ahead.
Yeah, it was like all about the blonde girls. So F you, blonde girls.
And it's like, if you're like attracted to me because of a fetish, I'll take it because I have low self-esteem because of my Asian parents.
We need to do a Photoshop of photos of us because I didn't have glasses, but I definitely had acne and braces. So I was not like, fetishizable back then.
I need to make one of those. If you didn't love me at mine, you don't deserve mine.
Okay, guys, if you cannot afford to donate because you did not invest in crypto and it's up right now, then that's fine. But go on our YouTube and click on the subscribe button. Subscribing helps us out a lot because we need more subscribers to monetize because YouTube got all strict and stuff. Yeah. So subscribe, and share the podcast.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
What's your YouTube channel? It's Hello Crypto Kitties. See y'all.